Hello, Metro South. Today we're going to go over putting our goals inside of our command so we can track our opportunities and track our progress throughout the year. So over to the left on our applets, we're going to go down and choose reports. Once we're in our reports, we're going to go up to the top and choose goals. Once goals pops up, we're going to go over to the top right and we're going to click goal settings. And it's easy as just get started. Okay. All right. Once we're in here, make sure you're on year 2025. And the next one is what your annual profit goal is. So this number right here is what you want to take home at the end of the year. Not what you're going to make, GCI, whatever. What you want your 1099 to be, this is going to be your take home goal. So if your take home goal is $100,000, you choose $100,000 there. Okay. Next will be our cost of sales. Cost of sale is your company dollar in your office cap. So that totals $17,000. The only other thing that would go here, if you pay a buyer's agent, a listing agent, you're paying any kind of splits, commission fees to anybody, that would go under your cost of sales. But if you're not on a team or pay any referral fees out, your cost of sales is going to be $17,000. So that goes here. And then your expenses. This is going to be your expenses to run your business throughout the day. Throughout the year. If you don't know those, I would say at least put in $1,000 a month. That would get you $12,000. And by doing so, over here to the right, it broke down our GCI right here. So to take home $100,000, we have to make $129,000 in gross commission income. So it breaks it down right here. Our annual profit, cost of sale, operating expense. That's where it gets us to our 129. Okay. The next thing is our business makeup right here. If you know last year or previous years you do more listings than buyers heavy, then you can change that percentage right here. You can change that to 70-30, 60-40, whatever you prefer. If you're a new agent, I would suggest leaving it at 50-50 to make everything complete. 50-50. If you know your numbers, also you can change that here. The next thing is your average commission per unit. And this is for listings and buyers. And you can, if you make some more on the listing side and less on the buyer side, you can adjust that number here. Once again, if you don't know your number, maybe ask around the office and use your average commission income. I have $9,000 for my listings and I have $6,000 for my buyers. I do not deal with leases, so I have 0 on my leases right here. Okay, so you can adjust those numbers just by changing here, and it changes your number. Okay, so once you have these numbers situated, we're going to go down to the bottom right and click continue. Click continue, and now once again, this is going to be our conversion rates. Everybody's going to be a little different because your conversion rates are based on your business in the past. Once again, if you're a new agent, I would suggest probably leaving this the same. If you know your numbers, then you should know each one of these conversion rates. So you can change each one of these individually just by tapping, over to the left here, putting them in. So these are leads. How good are you converting leads? Contacts, appointments set, appointments kept, agreements, and under contract or pending. So once it's under contract, what is your ratio of the percentage actually close? So if it's 75%, you can leave that there. If it's 90%, you can change that here. Okay. Once again, this is all on the listing side. If you want to adjust your ratios on the buyer side, you choose buyers right here, and then you go through the same steps of the ratios. Now, setting these ratios at the beginning of the year, you're setting these for your numbers you had last year. Once you get 6 months in, 3 months in, if your ratios have changed, you can come back in and edit these ratios and change those to meet your new number. So just remember, you're choosing listings ratios and your buyer ratios because those are probably going to be different. Okay. So once you choose your ratios, we'll hit continue on the next page, and now it just gives you a breakdown of everything we input. So we hit set goals in the bottom right, then it's going to break up our breakdown. So to make $100,000 a year, it's going to give you your conversion rates right here. Leads, how many leads you need, how many contacts you need to have in your database, how many appointments you need to have set, appointments kept, agreements won, under contract, closed units. So it keeps up everything right here for you. So the most important thing is in your opportunities, if you create an opportunity from actually before you get the appointment, you get a lead, then you transfer it from lead to appointment, appointment kept. If you keep track of those people in your opportunity phase, it will update all these reporting forms for you. So it will keep track of your numbers. You can log in here and say, I'm on schedule, I'm not on schedule for my goal, and you can adjust your contacts or your appointments by doing these numbers. So if you have any questions about this or need help inputting this, you can reach out Kevin Jones Realty at gmail.com.